Hi everyone, welcome back to the Live4Bikes podcast where we talk about entrepreneurship, self-development, retail in general, and you. So today we have special guests. We're going to have them introduce themselves in a bit. They're here for a class project, and stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. Live for bikes is the way I roll. Live for bikes is the way I roll. It's the way I roll. It's the way I roll. Welcome, guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell me your name, your school that you're from, and your age.
Hi, my name is Juliana Rodriguez. We're from Elizabeth Learning Center, and I'm 12 years old.
Hello, my name is Sebastian Garcia, and I'm also from Elizabeth Learning Center, and I'm 13 years old.
Hi, my name is Oscar, and I'm from ELC, and I'm 13 years old.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. You're our second guest to the podcast, so congratulations. You guys have a couple questions for me, right? Yeah. So this, tell me first a little bit about the project that this is for.
So on our project, we are talking about gentrification in the community, and we're coming here today to interview a small family business who has faced some challenges.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. That's pretty much anybody. I think running a business is not easy for anybody. Nobody goes into business because it's easy. Sure. Yeah. What's your first question?
What inspired you to open this business?
So we've in this channel we've talked about this before. So a lot of times people open up businesses, including myself, to out of necessity. So I went to school for music. I wanted to become a professional musician. I play saxophone, flute, and clarinet. And being from LA, you have to be the best of the best to be able to make that your profession. And it turns out that I wasn't the best at that, and I had a hard time finding work and trying to make that a career. So a business partner, a fellow musician, a friend of mine, and we started this business because I had put up these two bikes on Craigslist, and they sold really, really fast. And I saw the opportunity there. So after I put them on Craigslist, the bike sold within 15 minutes. This is after I finished college. So because the bikes sold so fast, I saw the opportunity there. I was like, hey, I put up these bikes, and I was getting a ton of calls. We should sell bikes. So we put up more ads on Craigslist. We started buying a bunch of other bikes, and it kind of snowballed from there. I was doing this business out of the backyard of my mom's house for about a year or so before we moved into this location. And again, it just snowballed from there. And it was pretty much out of necessity because I needed to do something with my life and move out of my parents' house and just, become my own person. And also because we were also learning a little bit about business. I don't have a traditional business education, but again, the need for money, like everybody will have in their lives, is kind of the main drive for that. Yeah. Great. What was your next question?
What was the hardest challenge you faced when opening your shop?
So that's a tough question in general because there's always challenges in business. There's always current challenges now of just staying in business because of the current state of the bicycle industry. The biggest challenge that I would say was being able to manage and prepare for taxes. That's one of the biggest expenses that we all have as humans and being in the workforce. So when I first opened up the business, and me having no education in traditional business, I wasn't really preparing for my taxes. I really wasn't focusing on them. And as the business grew, my tax bill was growing as well. So in the beginning, not preparing for, again, those tax bills, and when they came due, like in April, having to pay a big bill was kind of tough, and having to manage that and prepare for that was probably one of the biggest challenges. Now we've been in business for about 15 years, and now we, as part of our just daily managing of the business, we focus on setting money aside for our taxes and just preparing for that all year long, and just making sure that we're on top of that, because it's again, it's a very, very important thing for any business and any person to really think about, because in your lifespans, your taxes is going to be the biggest bill you have, and that's it's something you have to pay for, and there's nothing you could do to get away from paying taxes. Great. Your next question.
My next question would be, who are your biggest competitors?
So we also talked about that in this channel as well. Our biggest competitors right now is going to be Amazon. Amazon they have a huge market share in just all general retail, which is the sector we're in. We sell bicycles specifically, but it's generally retail. So Amazon has been really making it difficult for a lot of small businesses like mine to stay afloat. There's other bike shops around town, but I don't think they're my biggest competitors. I think we're all kind of in the same boat as far as competing with in the main one that is Amazon and other online businesses that really take a majority of the market share, what we call. So in the United States, I think, in 2024, I think it's estimated that I think about 49% of all online transactions were done through Amazon. So that's a big number. So if a company has again 50% almost of all the transactions done in any sector, like online, you are huge. That is hard to do. I wouldn't. It's not technically a monopoly, but it's almost monopoly level. So a monopoly is when a company has just too much control, and they're kind of market. They have cornered the market. So if you guys are not sure what that is, that's when again, it's just the people don't have any other options. Cool. Any other questions for me?
That's it for today.
All right. Well, I have a couple questions for you guys. So what did you guys hope to learn from this project? I know this is a class project, but what did you personally gain to learn from this project?
We hope to learn about just like how small family businesses are, like how they function, like why they're doing what they're doing, because they could stop at any time, and there must be a reason why they're doing it. So we just wanted to know how it is for small family businesses going through it.
Okay, you?
She took the words out of my
Okay,
head.
same thing. And what about you? What did you hope to learn?
I hope to learn from this project about gentrification and also like how it is to manage a shop and just keep things running, and also like to learn experience from like small vendors and stuff.
And so let me ask you another question. In your own words, what is gentrification for you guys? What does that mean?
We think that gentrification is businesses being replaced by others and like getting more money.
Okay, just growing.
Yeah.
Okay, and you? What do you think?
I think gentrification is small businesses being overrun by corporate companies.
Okay. Finally, what do you think it is?
I think it's when people with more money and they come in to take like over shops that haven't been running in business for as much, like Burger King. They got taken over by Starbucks, and they just get like ran like over, like if they were an animal on like the road and stuff like that.
Okay. So in my opinion, again, I don't know that I have a true definition, but in my opinion, again, just my opinion, I think what gentrification means to us is that when there's like rural areas that start opening up new businesses. That's what I think that means. Again, that might not be the official definition, but again, that's what I think it is. So, for example, like if there's in downtown LA, there was rural areas where there was mostly just maybe like commercial spots, and then like a Starbucks or a Jack in the Box or those kind of stores would open up. that's when they start. That's what I think it is, when there's more businesses open to just the general public. So, but that's interesting though. That what's your thoughts on that? A next question for me is, if you guys had the ability to open up a business, what kind of business would you open?
Um, that's a hard one. I haven't thought about that. I generally don't know. I would think where I would get things that people would need, and just make them cheaper than the stores they are actually being sold from. Just so it wouldn't have that much of an impact on the community and how much they have to pay for clothes or for food, like daily life necessities like that.
Just be like a saver. Okay. And what about you? What kind of business would you open?
The type of business I would open is in like off-road type business with dirt bikes, quads, Can-Ams, razors, all
fun.
that type of stuff.
That's fun. Yeah. And you?
I would probably open up like a car type of business, like modifying cars, trucks, just making them better than how they are right now, or if not, then probably like a clothing brand.
Cool. Those are all good. Let's see what another question that I have. Speaking of like shopping, what are your shopping habits like? Where do you guys like to shop, and how do you guys buy stuff? I know your parents usually buy them for you, but how does your general transactions go for you guys? Like, where do you prefer shopping, and how do you prefer shopping?
For me, if there's like certain things I want to buy, and I can't find them online, I would ask my parents if I could go to like a big store, like a mall. But if there is something that like I see, like anywhere really, I would look for it online, and I would like send a link to my mom, or just say like, I saw this.
Okay.
Can you buy it?
Link for what store specifically? Do you
Oh,
think?
like for a store, like from Target or JC Penney, more clothing kind of stores too.
Okay, interesting. And yourself, what are your habits like?
My habits are I just basically shop at clothing stores.
Like in person or online as well?
In person.
You like to go to the stores?
I like looking at the different type of clothes they have, and I like trying the clothes on sometimes.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. You?
I shop in person, and I just go to stores to try things on, buy, and then like see what different sizes they have, like if they have my size, and then also like the quality of it, like because sometimes online they be shipping it and then it's not really like the right product.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a common problem that I think a lot of customers have. Okay, so I think my final question for you guys is, I know you guys, this is a school project, and just generally speaking, what's one thing you guys would change about your school or your education system in general? What's one thing that you think needs improvement on?
I feel like something that needs improvement on is, I'd say probably like the school system, where it gives you like specific dates you have to do things, because some people like they don't have like the right kind of environment to like be doing the assignments sometimes. Like if their homes don't have internet to do specific assignments, and things like that, where they just can't do the things that they like need to do for their assignments.
Okay, cool. And you?
Sorry, what was the question?
What's one thing that you would change about your school or your school system in general?
Something I would change about my school is the budget that we have. Because our school is, we live in Cudahy, which is not a very good neighborhood. And the schools don't make it any better. Because they have a lot of tagging and all that stuff.
Okay. So just the money they spend on just making school nice and safe, maybe? Okay, interesting. Okay. And you?
I'd probably change about like the system because they don't be treating all of the schools fairly. Because if some schools score low on tests, they get like very low budgets to spend on things like pencils, utilities, and just things in general for children to use at school.
Okay, so it seems like you guys have a common theme, where it's just like the amounts of money, or just the budgets in general, where get more, I guess you call it low income families living in the city of Cudahy, they get kind of ignored when it comes to budgets and spending, huh? Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming by. I hope that you guys get an A on your project. I hope the viewers back in our Live4Bikes channel have gotten an inside view in how these young people think. And I want to thank them for coming by. And thank my viewers on this channel for joining us today on this podcast. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.